Another one, write a program to read 10 numbers and find the average of the numbers. Okay, so on the third one, let's say I just forgot what I was going to write. Okay, yeah. Write a program to read 10 numbers and display the greatest number. So these are the small programs that we want to do today. So I'm going to solve the first one for you, and then I will leave the remaining to you. These two questions along with this one, you have to try it out, and then you can revert back to me once you have able to do these questions. This question is a tricky one, but these two questions are somewhat easy to do. So out of this two, I'm going to solve one, and I'm going to solve question number one. So let us get started with question number one that tells you to read 10 numbers and calculate the sum of the numbers. So let's see how you can do that. I think it's very easy. It's super easy. So let us say ten. Okay, let's say 10 numbers. Let's say I will fix it to 12 so that I have greater number. Okay, alright everyone. Now we need to read the numbers. Let us scan the 4. And I need to create a variable. I need to read the numbers. Store numbers. We want to store that number somewhere, so that means we want to store that in numbers 5. And once that is done, are you all online?
Yes, sir.
But actually light was gone and electricity was gone. Okay, let me again come back to the solution. We are almost done. It was a number side. We read the numbers and now we want to find the sum of the numbers. So let me define a variable consider sum. And that's equals to 0 for now. And here now sum plus should be equal to now number side. And we calculated the sum of the numbers, whatever the numbers we have, and we can print them now. Let me print all those numbers. Now I will print them in a different fashion this time. I put it as /3 and /3 space in between. This will print all those numbers. Don't need here. And once this is done, I also want to print the sum of the numbers, so I just can do console write line, and I can just sum is 0, sum. That's it. Let's save this and let's try to run this word. Enter number letter 12, 99, 87, 45, 98, 76, let's say 100, 109, 209, 890, and now this gives me all those numbers, and then along with that this gives me the sum of the numbers. So this is how I can also display all those array elements along with the sum of the numbers. So I hope, do you have a question out here in this program, anyone? If you understand this program, that means you have some basic idea of the array. So do you have any question here, anyone with this program? So we just define, we just want to calculate all the sum of the array elements. And in order to calculate, we define an array, calculated the sum variable to store the sum of all the array elements, and just we iterated through the loops, reading each and every array elements, storing inside the numbers variable, number array, and once we are done with the storing value, we are also calculating the sum simultaneously, and once we are done, then we are trying to iterate through all these array elements, printing all these array elements, and also printing the value of sum. So this is the major concept behind this program, and if you have a problem here, anyone, so please let me know. If you have any question with this program. Anybody, do you have a question here? So did you understand this program? So if you have understood this program, write yes. If you not, then write no. Please make a very quick confirmation, everyone. Amrit, no. Ishwar, no. Please make a very quick confirmation, everyone. Yugal, no doubt. Okay, for those who have not understood, let's see this again. Just you keep on confirming me. Do you understand the question? Rahul, Ishwar, and Amrit. Yes. So do you understand this line of code here? Integer, square bracket, numbers equals to new integer. Please make me a very quick confirmation. Do you know what this will do? Just write a very quick confirmation, everyone. Can you please quickly confirm, Rahul, Amrit, and Ishwar? So see what we have done. We have declared an array. Okay, we have declared array of type integer, right? And how many value will it store? How many value do you think it will store? Amrit, Rahul, 12. Right, this will store 12 value. Okay, but what is the question? I want to store only 10, I want to read only 10 numbers, right? So I think
Yes,
this is enough to hold 10 value, isn't it?
yes,
Yes. So now, if this is able to store 10 value, then I need to calculate the sum of all those array elements. Let's say your array elements could be random. For example, your array elements could be 11, 12, 13, 45, 67, 78, 89, 90, 100. So I want to calculate the sum of all these array elements. Okay, I want to calculate the sum of all those array elements. So does it make sense to everyone? Does it make sense to you, everyone? Yes. So that I define a variable called integer sum, and which is initially 0. Now I need to read each and every array elements, right? So see, whenever you define integer numbers equals to new integer 12, so what will happen? So once you do that, so what will happen is a list of contiguous memory location is allocated. For example, you will have 12 elements: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So these are the array elements allocated, and now these are blank. Okay, now these are blank. So this has a position of x0. So this is basically uh, what is the name of the array that you have defined? The name of the array is numbers, isn't it? So this is basically, the first one is number 0, which is equals to nothing now. The second one is number 1. Third one is number 2. Fourth one is number 3. Number 4. And as it is, this will go to number, as it is, this will keep on to number 12, isn't it? So let's say now you have up to number 12. So do you get my point, everyone? Do you understand this all? Or do you have still a confusion over here? Do you get it, everyone? So please make me a very quick information. Please make me a very quick confirmation, everyone. You can just unmute and you can tell yes or no, or you can type yes and no. Amrit only told yes, and rest of you, please make a very quick confirmation. Nico has understood, Yugal, everybody has understood this part. Right now, let us come back to this again, and now this tells you for integer I equals to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. So do you understand this? Look, what is the meaning of this? So this means the initial value of I is 0, and I value 0 is less than 10, and if a condition is true, then the value of I is incremented by 1. And since the value is condition is true, because 0 is less than 10, I is equal to now new value of I would be 1 later on. Yes, because the value increases up to 10, but for now the initial value of I is 0. So this is asking integer number, and now this is reading numbers I. So what is the meaning of numbers I now? Numbers I equals to integer constant of treatment. Now what will this do? Now what will this do? So what is the value of I? I value is 0. So what this will be now? What will be this now? This will be number 0. Number 0 equals to what? Value supplied, right? So whatever the value that I enter will be saved inside number 0. So do you understand, everyone, this one? Every one of you, do you get it or not? If you do not get it, please let me know. So do you understand what will happen with this numbers I? So numbers I means now number 0 will be the value that you supply. Again, this will go up here, and the new value of 0 I will be now. So 1. So this will be now numbers 1. Will be having a new value that you supply. Then numbers 2, then numbers 3, then numbers 4, numbers 5, numbers 6, numbers 7, numbers 8, and finally till numbers 9. It won't be numbers 10 because this is only less than 10. So this will move from numbers 0, numbers 1, numbers 2, numbers 3, numbers 4, numbers 5 to numbers 10. So, and now what is it doing? Do you get it now, everyone? What is it doing here? So this is calculating. This is same as to say sum plus 1. Let us say the first value that I supply is 10. So this will be 0 plus 10. Now next value, if I supply the 20, then this will be 10 plus 20 will be 30. Again, if I supply 40, then 30 plus 40. So the sum will be appended inside this variable. So do you get this point, everyone? Do you understand this much or not? So if you get it right, yes. If you do not get it right, no. So only Amrit has told me yes. What about the rest? Okay, Sabin, yes. Rahul, yes. Now we are getting the stuff, right? Now we iterated to each and every element that we require. Now we populated the value onto this sum variable. We calculated the sum of all those elements inside this array. But we want to print all the values, isn't it? So in order to print the value, how many elements do we have altogether? How many elements do we have altogether? Can you please make a very quick confirmation, everyone? How many elements do we have inside this array? Is 12? How come that's 12? You saw that's why, because since you have supplied only 10, it will be having only 10. Two value will be useless. Rahul, 10. Yeah, we are only having 10 variables. We are using only 10 variables. So since you are having only 10 variables, so I'm iterating through the array elements, and I'm trying to print this value like number sign. Number sign is number 0, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, up to numbers 9. So this will print all the elements from number 0 to 9. And once I'm printing all those elements, what I want to do is I want to print. Let me put a slash. So once I print all those elements, what I want to do next is I want to get the sum. I want to print the sum. So that's why the sum is only one. We have only sum of the elements, isn't it? That's why I'm coming out of the loop and printing this sum. So that's why. So that's how we are able to calculate the sum of all the array elements. And if you run this program, you will see. Let us apply some value. For example, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 80, 90, and 100, let's say. And this gives me the sum of all these elements. So does it make sense to you now, everyone? So does it make sense to you now? Are you clear with this stuff, everyone? If you are clear with this stuff, please write yes. If you're not still clear with the stuff, write no. Okay, so it makes sense to you, everyone, right? So for now, I'll stop here for today, and I would like to request to every one of you to try these two questions. Try these questions. Average of the number. And also read 10 numbers and display the greatest number. This is very tricky. This is very simple. This is a super simple question. So if you have understood this question, it will be very easy for you to do, but this requires some trick. So can you try, everyone? If you can try, then I will stop my today's session. Nicole, your class will be started. It's already started. Okay, it's just that everybody's email has to be confirmed. Everybody's team account has to be created. Once this is done, then I'll be just start adding you in the team. In fact, I have started adding that in the team. Once you get ready, you can start. And for your email, I'll just relay your message to. I'll just help you with your email ID created for today or tomorrow maybe. Is that okay to you, Nicole? Okay then, everyone. So let's end today's session and make sure that you complete the work that I've given to you. You have to practice it out. And again, we'll be getting into more complicated cases again in the future. We'll be just trying to write a program even by implementing the Windows forms. And thereafter, you'll have a very good understanding of the arrays then. So let's stop for today, everyone. And if you have a question, you can write in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll end up today's session. You can start leaving now. So I'm ending today's session for now. And I'll see you tomorrow again, everyone.